Good afternoon, everybody. I am Priyanka Lulla, dietitian at Reliance Foundation Hospital. And today, on the occasion of the World Chocolate Day, we will be speaking about the nutritional aspects of chocolate. So, chocolate can be very beneficial for our health if it is consumed in the right manner and the right proportion. So, dark chocolate contains many beneficial compounds which help us with gut health, mental health, dental health, and so on. So the compounds that the dark chocolate contains, that is basically the cocoa liquor, it contains a good amount of polyphenols, catechins, and magnesium, iron, polyphenols. All of these compounds are the ones that exert the benefit of chocolate. So basically, it can be good for the heart health because it boosts the production of HDL cholesterol, that is the good cholesterol. Even it stimulates the production of nitric oxide in the body that helps with regulation of the blood pressure. And also because of the antioxidant content in the cocoa, it also helps as an antibacterial effect. Basically, it also helps us to combat bad breath because it kills those microorganisms, and also with dental caries that one may have because of excessive consumption of sugar or starches which are converted into acids. So it is very important to make sure that the chocolate also does not contain a high amount of sugar. It should be at least 70% of cocoa. Then it is also very beneficial for our mental health. It helps in the production of neurotransmitters such as serotonin, which is the happy hormone, and other hormones as well that have antidepressant effects. Okay, and then again, this benefits are exerted by the antioxidants that is in the cocoa, the polyphenols. And it also helps in the boosting of this euphoric neurotransmitter, which is a very unique neurotransmitter called the phenylethylamine. Okay, this neurotransmitter helps in the regulation of blood sugar level and a blood pressure that improves alertness in the body and therefore the focus. But again, all these things are beneficial only if it is consumed in the right manner. So now, how do we know which is the healthiest chocolate for us? So there are a few checklists that we need to keep in mind for that. Now, before starting that, we need to know that the chocolates are also categorized based on the cocoa liquor content in it, which contains the beneficial compounds. So we have the semi-bitter chocolate, which contains more than 35% of cocoa liquor. We have the unsweetened chocolate, which contains 100% of liquor. Then we have the white chocolate, which contains only cocoa butter. It doesn't contain the liquor. Then we have the milk chocolate, which contains 10 to 12% of cocoa liquor, which is the one that we wouldn't recommend for the beneficial effects of chocolate. So the chocolate should contain at least 70% of cocoa and a less amount of sugar, or if it can have artificial sweeteners. So the checklist that we need to run through before buying a chocolate, first of all, it's the ingredient list. So in every food product, the first ingredient is the one that is present in the largest proportion. So the chocolate, the first ingredient should be the cocoa liquor. That is the first one. If sugar is the first one, then we should not opt for that chocolate. Okay, and sugar can also be present in different names on the ingredient list, such as coconut sugar, maple syrup, even dates. All those things are also some kind of sugar substitutes. So we have to keep that in mind. And the only fat that a good chocolate should have is the cocoa butter, which will give the good mouthfeel and some amount of benefits. If it contains hydrogenated fats or partially hydrogenated fats, that means the chocolate contains trans fatty acids, which is a risk factor for our heart health. So we need to keep that in mind. Then the third thing is the processing the chocolate has undergone. So highly processed chocolates, like the ones that have gone through Dutch processing, should be avoided, because they use certain chemicals that strips off all the nutrient benefits of it. So those are the things that we need to keep in mind before buying a chocolate, and making sure that you get the benefits that I mentioned earlier. So there are also different ways you can include chocolate in your diet instead of just a piece of chocolate. You can use cocoa powder in chocolate drinks as hot chocolates, or in chocolate ragi drinks. Even a cake made with ragi and chocolate goes well. Or you can make pancakes with cocoa and artificial sweeteners such as stevia or sucralose instead of sugar, because it will just nullify the benefit of chocolate. So those are a few tips that we have given you today. Thank you.